Hello, air signs. Jess here with Key Tarot. I'm just going to do a quick reading for you guys. We're going to start with Aquarius, then Libra, and then Gemini, all right? Let's say a quick blessing and we will get rolling for Aquarius. Holy Spirit, thank you so much for being with us here today and in every single breath that we take. We ask that these messages be received by those who are meant to hear them. Amen. All right, what do we have for Aquarius? Today we're going to use this Deviant Moon Tarot for Aquarius. I hope you guys are doing well. Here I have the Emperor on one side and I have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So the Emperor is the card of divine masculine, and this Eight of Wands in the reverse is someone who can't get the words out. They don't know what they're supposed to say. They may have tried writing you a letter multiple times, or this could be you, someone here who has tried to push the send button on a message for some time. They're trying to get themselves together here to do so, but it hasn't worked out. I've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. I got the Ten of Wands in the reverse. I got the Queen of Wands. I got the Seven of Swords. I got the Hanged Man. I got the Seven of Pentacles over there. This tells pretty much the entire story right here. Hold on. Alrighty, there you have it. Didn't even shuffle the cards. All right. Basically, I have here, there's an energy of a divine masculine that either wants to reach out to you or you are this divine masculine, Aquarius. You just decide which side of the coin you're on right here. There's somebody here who wants to reach out and send you a message. They want to take control of a situation that they feel has gotten out of hand. There is an energy of online stalking. If you're someone who posts online regularly on social media pages, or perhaps you have like a YouTube channel or something like that, this person has been watching it religiously. Online stalking, not necessarily in a malicious way, but somebody who kind of can't get you out of their head. There's a reason why you aren't talking to this person or they're not talking to you. This was a love relationship at some point, because I have the Lovers out there. At some point, something fell apart. I have the Queen of Wands energy here. That's that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy. At some point, there was a Seven of Swords moment here where we had somebody who didn't tell the truth about a situation. There could have been verbal bullying. It could have been a gossipy kind of energy. This was kind of a win at all costs kind of energy. And there was somebody who was seeing something from a very distorted perspective. With the Seven of Cups here, this can be an energy of drug use in some way. Not necessarily, that's not going to apply to everybody, but it's a distorted perception of the situation. There's someone here who wants to have a conversation. They want to fix everything for whatever reason. They feel like they can't move on. This may have involved a third party situation. Someone involved here is highly intuitive, highly psychically developed. This could be a relationship that had a lot of telepathic communication within it. This was a heavy love relationship of some sort at one time. And there's somebody here who's on the fence and waiting to see what's going to happen here. They would love to reach out. They would love to push the send button, but somebody here is afraid of basically getting their head ripped off by the other person. Somebody did something here. Let's just find out here, and then I'm going to clarify with another deck. I have the Chariot card, which is what I had a split on just a second ago. I split it right in the exact same point again. I didn't take that Chariot card off, but now I guess I'm going to. The Chariot is the card of Cancer. You may be dealing with a Cancerian, but it's an energy of wanting to move past this, wanting to get over this in some way. There's the Strength card here. There's somebody here who's trying to do the right thing. The King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who let their temper get the better of them. They could have made an impulsive choice that damaged this situation. The King of Wands in the reverse is someone who can be promiscuous. They can be overly sexual. They can be someone who says things and they don't mean it, or they make empty promises, something like that. This Four of Wands is that Twin Flame 1111 card. It's divine counterpart energy. Sigh. Let's see here. Anything else you want to say with this deck before I switch? I have the Six of Wands here. This person would love to reach out, or you would love to reach out, but there's an energy of someone here who feels like they're going to fail no matter what. Someone here in this scenario has lost friends. They've lost community support about this. It's like people who hear about the way this went down, they can't help but say, you know, this situation needs to be ended in some way. This Ace of Pentacles in the reverse is a situation that's not improving. There's like no hope for improvement. I hate for this to sound so doom and gloom, but this is where somebody's at here. I have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, which is the minor arcana of the Empress. This is an energy of codependency, though, someone who can't walk away from a situation. It's not so much about love anymore. It's about winning. And with this Ace of Swords in the reverse it's a total lack of clarity. It's a lack of communication. It's a lack of honesty. It's a lack of openness. But it's someone who feels like they can't move forward because they feel like they've lost a lot. And with the Hermit in the reverse, they wish they had chosen wisely a long time ago. The Hierophant in the reverse is someone who didn't commit to a situation. They sat on the fence instead of committing to it with that Two of Swords in the reverse. And now with this Eight of Swords here, someone was blocked digitally. They were blocked communicatively, like somebody like blocked them on text messages or direct messages somehow. And now there's an energy of being unblocked and having an opportunity to say whatever it is that you need to say, or whatever this person needs to say to you. Unfortunately, it's like all the passion is gone out of this relationship or this situation. But there's someone here who's pushing themselves to be strong anyway and say whatever it is that they need to say. Okay, I'm going to use this Vice Versa Tarot because I've got the Four of Wands hanging out here looking at me, so that's a repeat card there. And I've got the Seven of Pentacles out there, which is also a repeat just straight away. The Four of Wands is, again, that Twin Flame 1111 card. It can be a divine counterpart, divine union. This should have gone well. It didn't go well because somebody screwed the pooch here, y'all. Somebody made a mistake here. I don't know which side of the coin you're on here, Aquarius, but somebody, well, let's take it over here to this Seven of Swords, because I've got this energy of the Five of Pentacles here, which is someone who's sitting out in the cold, miserable. They're sad without somebody. This King of Pentacles over here is somebody who's usually very stable. They usually have everything worked out. They usually have a plan. The plan is usually followed. Everybody usually follows the plan. Everybody usually does what this Emperor energy says. Somebody here is not playing with the reindeer games. And I have that Five of Swords out there again, which is kind of this energy of win at all costs. This is somebody who was verbally bullying or possibly verbally abusive at some point. Somebody was here. Now I have the Knight of Pentacles that comes out on its side. This is somebody who says, can we start over? Can we push the reset button? Can this get any better? And it's because they can't move on. There's like an energy of a soul tie here. I guarantee you, if this is a divine counterpart situation, that's probably why no one can move on here. But with this Three of Cups in the reverse, there could have been a third party situation here, or this can be a lack of reconciliation, one or the other. With this Seven of Swords over here, it's probably a third-party situation with the Three of Cups in the reverse. And a third party doesn't have to be another person. It can be someone who is a workaholic, or somebody who is abusing a substance of some sort that gets in between them and another individual. It can be anything that comes between you and this lover's energy here. I have the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who feels kind of imprisoned by the choices that they've made, by the things that they've said. Now there's no way out. Like, what's done is done. What's said was said. And this person's kind of surrounded by their choices. It does feel like there's no way out. They're just surrounded by it, you see. And I have that Seven of Cups there too before we even move on. This is somebody who says, I wasn't seeing things clearly. I wasn't thinking right. I was overwhelmed. Please don't hold that against me. And then we have a separation here with that Four of Swords. This is somebody who feels like they're in the doghouse. They're in timeout. Somebody in this scenario is feeling that way. There's an energy of sadness. There's an energy of wish things were better. This person burned it down. Well, son of a bitch. There's a potential for healing in some way in this situation because the Sun card comes out on top of that. It just hasn't happened yet. It's a conversation that needs to be had that can lead to healing here. I'm not saying that the two of you are ever going to be back together, but this is the energy of, so these divine counterpart energies, right? These would be people that come together for certain reasons, for a specific amount of growth, for sure. And that's any kind of soulmate that we have. But these twin flame divine counterparts, if this is your story, and that's kind of heavy there because I've got the Four of Wands out there twice, plus I have the Nine of Pentacles, which is the minor arcana of the Empress, which is divine feminine energy, and then that Emperor, which is divine masculine. So it's kind of heavy divine counterpart energy. There is a necessity for healing in this situation. There's a necessity for pulling these two people back together for the specific person of healing through whatever has happened here. I have the Hermit energy out there again, which I just was talking about a minute ago. But this is somebody who's now seeking solace in a higher power. This is someone who's now getting down on their knees and praying about the situation because they don't know what else to do anymore. This is somebody who says, I recognize that I did the wrong thing. I said the wrong thing. I made the wrong choices at the time. I was, again, not seeing things clearly. I apologize for the things that I've said, is what they would like to say. I don't think they've pushed that send button yet. I don't think they've picked up the phone yet and made that phone call, but that's kind of the energy of this Hermit. Hermit is the card of Virgo, incidentally. Well, so what are we going to do here? Yeah, I've got the Devil hanging out here on the top. That's the card of Capricorn, but that's about toxicities. And as you can see, the Devil is what is coming between these lovers here. These are the lovers down here at the bottom. And they are chained to this Devil, and yet they're separated by this Devil too. Whatever this energy of toxicity was between the two of you, it still seems like it's present. And until it's out in the open, until somebody apologizes, until somebody comes clean, all there's going to be is this toxicity here. And I have this Nine of Wands here, which is our Wounded Warrior card. That's somebody who's putting up a lot of walls around themselves because there are indeed a lot of walls to be put up here. There is somebody here who takes action, and because of that, we have a new beginning in some way. But again, I'm not saying that everything's going to be sunshine and roses with this Justice card here. This is the card of Libra. This is something that probably went down during Libra season, which is was that end of September, beginning of October kind of time period. Mid-September, beginning of October time period. But this is something that was transformative to someone, and there was a line drawn in the sand here where somebody said enough is enough, this has to end. And because they said enough is enough, this has to end, there's been some kind of dramatic change, some dramatic shift. Somebody here wants the other person back, and they are almost willing to do whatever it takes to have that happen. We'll see how this goes here for you, Aquarius. I don't know. I don't know how you feel about this. I don't know which side of the coin you're on here. It's this masculine energy that feels like they've screwed up in some way. Doesn't have to be a male, gender specifically, but that's the energy that feels like they are at fault here. I hear somebody here who's saying the things I said just weren't true. With the Three of Swords here, this is an energy of a breakup.